Welcome to episode 3 of Quick Chats with Bridges. I'm your host, Anya Carver, and if this is your first time tuning into this series, you're in the right place. In this series, I sit down and have quick conversations with members of our community who make Bridges' mission possible. Today, I get to chat with Zach Paone, the Director of Development of Wheels of Hillsborough County. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Anya.
Awesome. So without further ado, let's dive into it. How did you first get involved with Bridges and what inspired you to support our organization?
Sure. So I've been involved in Nashua nonprofit for, I think, 2 or 3 years when I first met Tara. At the time, I was working in a space involving homelessness. So we actually had collaborated a bit on some of your green flag, red flag series, which is really important for teaching people the dangers of dating violence and how to navigate that. And over the last couple of years have really started to work a lot together. One of the things that we've done with some other folks, yourself included, is create the Greater Nashua Development Professionals Network, where we can kind of share a little bit about our resources, a little bit about, our best practices. What's beautiful is that is an example of, though Bridges serves a very different demographic than Wheels of Hillsborough County, we still look at it as one community and how we can sort of partner together and find ways to support one another and make sure that, all the people that we serve are being helped.
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw as well that you're on our planning committee for the Love is in the
That's
Air
right.
Gala.
Yeah.
So it is nice that, we're all, like, you're from a different nonprofit. We all meet together, and it's nice that we help each other out, volunteering for events and stuff like that. So
definitely.
Really nice.
The Love is in the Air Gala is phenomenal.
How do you support survivors of domestic and sexual violence in your day-to-day life?
Well, I can tell you that having a local organization like Bridges in my backyard, I only live like 10 minutes up the road, is a wonderful way to support domestic violence survivors, because I know that whether I'm donating money or whether I'm donating my time to this organization, I know that I'm helping people receive direct services. I believe, as a leader in the community, I'm a member of the Merrimack Rotary Club. I'm involved in the different development networks. Speaking up for what you guys do is really important. And I think the most important thing you can do to support a survivor is just to be there and listen and believe them.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's nice that there's a place that someone can come to and just have a supportive environment. Everyone here's so kind and understanding and is willing to help.
Yeah.
How do you use your role as a director of development of Meals on Wheels to support or give back to the community?
One of the things I love about being involved in fundraising and being a director of development is that almost every single person I spend my time talking to in workspace is somebody who either is already making a difference in the community, whether they be a donor, a volunteer, a partner organization, right? Or if they are looking to make a difference. I will say too, something that strikes me here, as well as, at Meals on Wheels, is thinking about the experience a person has when they first reach out for help and they first get signed up for services. You encounter a lot of folks who are already in a really dangerous situation when they first come here. Similarly with Meals on Wheels, if we're having somebody get enrolled in Meals on Wheels, it's typically not like they just started becoming food insecure. The best thing that we can do in the nonprofit space is find ways to collaborate with one another and be proactive.
Yes. Yeah, it's wonderful too. This is such a massive community, and it's nice that I've seen, other organizations partner with us so much, and we kind of all tackle different things, but it's nice that we can come together and be proactive and help others.
One of the things I get from this too is that you're building a community here. This isn't just people who are coming and getting the resources and leaving, coming and getting support and leaving. They're actually starting to open up with one another, with you, and you're finding safe places for them to connect with the communities.
Yes, absolutely, and I feel like that's so important. So I'm very grateful that there's so many wonderful nonprofits around here to help others.
Me too.
Yes. So what is a fun fact about you that people might not know?
I can run a couple of them. I think most people know that I have twin boys. But I like to use them sometimes when making analogies about the work I do, because you're in development.
Yes.
You know that, it's not for people who want to wear just one hat
Mhm.
and take their hat off at the end of the day and go home.
Yes.
You wear many hats all day, and some of your hats come home with you.
Yep.
They prepared me really well, I'd say, for going into nonprofit fundraising. They were like 2 or 3 when I first started getting involved, and they keep me pulled in multiple directions. And I couldn't be happier, frankly.
Yeah, well, I heard too at the beginning of the meeting you're directing a play coming
Yes,
up.
that is true. Over the summer, I'll be directing God of Carnage at the Milford area players. So really,
Nice.
really excited to do. Milford is just so special. So
Yes.
I'm so excited to be part of the Milford area players and to get back in the director's chair.
Yeah.
I directed plays at the high school level a few years ago.
Okay,
It's nice to
that's
go back.
very cool.
On my way here, I was thinking of our interview, just how grateful I am that something like this exists here,
Mhm.
because I'm sure there's places around the country where you wouldn't know where to turn if a survivor came and told you a story that made you go, I think you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Right. And that's more than anything, that's what we can do as community members, is just if you live in this area, know that if you're talking to a survivor, they view bridges in your back pocket.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I hate to think of a place where we don't have that.
Yeah, absolutely. And same with your organization as
Yes.
well. I
Yeah,
think what
appreciate
you
that.
do is so important. Thank you so much again for sharing
Of
all that, and
course.
thank you for your support
Yeah.
to Bridges constantly. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 3 of Quick Chats with Bridges. If you're enjoying this series, please tune in next time. And remember, you are never alone and support is always available. See you next time.